What?
Or lowest.
Or lowest, yes.
Can I add just one thing to that? I mean, I think it's really important when we say, I agree, and I think it's really important when we say market, we don't depersonify that.
Yeah.
Right? So markets are not a town square where everyone has a basket of apples and brings them and trades the neighbors for oranges, right? Market as a subject, market as an actor means the people with the most economic power in that market. That is what it has actually meant, always. And so I think that the idea that has been, in some ways, a constant, and I have to always remind myself, because I am extremely patriotic, and I can get wrapped up in the idea of democracy as an original idea of this country and want to go back to what the framers intended. My ancestors keep asking me not to do that. We have never in this country had a vision that the democracy should be full of the voices of every single person who lives here. And that has been the fight for these centuries. Mm-hmm. And when we look at 1970s as this fulcrum point for a new concentration of power in our economy, a rightward shift in our politics and in the politics of the elite, it's not that confusing, the vision of who is a citizen that Justice Roberts is trying to advance. Mm-hmm. And one thing that helps us bring a through line between their vision of equal protection, which we saw just yesterday, their vision of who has access to petition their employer for rights, of the power of everyday consumers, of the relative power of voters in a time when the voters are becoming more diverse and less economically powerful, as the working and middle class is losing economic power. There is a through line, and I think that it's important to, it's hard because we're lawyers, right? So we want to create a story that has something to do with history, precedent, facts, and principles that are outside of the very real contest, which is for democracy, which is it's an elusive thing that is actually quite radical. And so why would people with unchecked power want to give that up for no reason? Right?
Yeah, I think that's a really important point on this, and just to put it into the kind of the political or the public conversation arena, if we overpromise on our policies that we actually are going to solve all the problems, we miss this really strong sense of American history that we're always striving for a more perfect nation, right?
Yeah.
Not a perfect nation. It's always a struggle to improve our democracy, and that's how we have to think about this issue. That it is, it's an incredibly important thing not to overpromise because it lacks credibility, but it also is a misread of the fact that we're going to have to keep doing this. We have to continue to strive for more perfect.